All right. Check this out. You guys are back in the building, and I'm your host, Blue Devil. You guys are watching The Hater World, and today we got a video reaction. It's actually part two to a video we dropped a couple days ago. It is Bozo, American Cholo, and the homie Droops. I think he's from the Valle. They're having a conversation about, Dumb and Dumber. We remember those two cats. And look. Part one really got a big reaction from people that like me and dislike me. Criticizing me because I shouldn't be making a video about them and so forth and so forth. In all true reality, I've said it before, I'm a content creator. I'm here to bring you guys content. Maybe people missed this. So I want to bring it to you, right? I see that American Cholo's podcast with Bozo has only about 12,000 views. The other video I did got about 12,000 views. So maybe some people didn't watch it, and I want to see I want to see this video reach a broader audience, right? More views, more eyes, etc., etc. We gotta help American Cholo get to 100,000 subscribers. He's at 90,000. So everybody that's not subscribed, go subscribe to his channel. And if you're not subscribed to the Hater World, make sure you hit the subscribe button. All right, very easy, very easy. Go follow our clips page, Hater World Clips. Go subscribe, hit the notification bell. We drop content over there every day. It's updated every day. We got an in-house editor that's dropping and clipping content every day. So go subscribe, Hater World Clips. If you don't want to watch the full pod, it'll be over there right the next day. Don't forget, go follow Official Blue Devil. Go subscribe. Same thing. You already know. We'll be dropping vlogs once a week over there. We got the Playboy show dropping on that official platform. So go watch that when it drops this Friday on the Official Blue Devil. And don't forget, Hater World. Look at that. Ain't nobody got content like us, bro. I'm sorry. Can't nobody keep up. We drop content every day. We drop content every day. We drop content every day. Most people give you one piece of content a day. I give you content on all platforms. TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, the media, clips, you name it. I'm giving you a reaction right now, and we got a live podcast tonight. All right, that's how we do it. But check this out. Back to this video. American Cholo, Bozo, and Droops talking about Dumb and Dumber Part 2. I'm going to just let it play. I don't think I got anything to say about these guys no more. I was just watching. I was like, oh man, I missed all this, So I want to bring awareness to the people. Salute to the squad. Salute to the day one. Salute to the day threes. And with that being said, let's go ahead and press play. Let's see what these homies got to say.
Just do your thing, bro.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Live your life.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, hell yeah.
When you come back and you want to tell people about the clecha and these are the reglas, well, the regla says you live, fool.
Yeah.
I mean, let's keep it 100.
Yeah, the main rule, the biggest rule of all, you failed and aborted the mission, dog.
And they will get upset
Like,
about
cut
that.
it out, dog. But that's, it goes back to respect, like I told you, dog. What do people say? A coward dies 1,000 deaths, soldier dies but once.
There you go.
That's a fact. That's like.
But that's why that's why I go back to when I was saying that people don't give a fuck, bro. A lot of people, they don't give a fuck. They just want to watch. They want to do this.
Yeah, I think. Listen, but a lot of people have that luxury.
Right. Yes. Thank you.
They don't live the life where you need to have those. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have that luxury.
Hell yeah.
For us that live a certain life, then we can't. That's a margin of error that we can't afford to have. You know what I'm saying? So to each his own. And hey, if you live that life, God bless you, man. You're so fortunate that that doesn't affect you or matter to you in that type of way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and when people say, well, why do you care? Like I said, if it wasn't on the internet, I wouldn't give two shits, bro. Like, you moved on, you did your thing.
Well, his homies that he told on are my homies.
Oh, shit, there you go.
You feel what I'm saying? Those are my fellow Southsider Sureños. So he told on my people. Just because he did something don't mean I did. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he just can't come out and just say it, bro. He's like, well, you don't know. Well,
the jig is up. When that happens, you feel what I'm saying? The jig is up.
Oh,
and then old boys behind him, fool. Oh my God. You heard me. You heard me. I stood up to him. I'm like, who did you stand up to, fool?
Yeah.
He was talking about a boy that he stood up to.
Yeah.
Like, hey, wait, estás loco a la verga, güey.
See, that's another guy. Like with that guy.
Oh, they're talking about Runners Collective standing up to whack. That's local way. He's not lying, fool. That's local way. Hey, fool, listen. Almighty Suspect said it the best. Everybody got an opinion on a situation they are not in, they weren't in, and they will never be in. Okay, he said it the best. Everybody's gonna say, I would have done this, I would have done that. First of all, get in the room with the man and let me see it. Like, it's not gonna happen, bro. Again, for those dudes that don't understand, or for the people that are in the back, let me clarify one last time. If somebody was scared, we wouldn't have invited them to be in the same room where real physical damage could happen, where people could have died, people could have went to prison for life, where families would have been in danger. If somebody was scared on either side, we would have never been in the same presence. But that tells you that we in the field, we face to face, we the animals, homie. You guys are watching at home, eating popcorn, talking about, oh, that was me. I would have done. Man, shut up. It's not you. And it's never going to be you because you scary. We really in the field. Now, the next day, fine, arguing. You was just here, homie. Say what you want. That's why you hear me saying, are you done? Are you done? But listen, those that don't like me are going to make all these excuses regardless. I don't care. All the real ones know what time it is because they was in the building. But that's what he's talking about. When that other bozo sat there and started yelling at Whack over the phone, blah, 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 blah. Oh, I stood up to him. What are you talking? Ooh, that fool said, F your mama. He called you a PC, called you a dropout. Did you go get your get back already? Did you go slide on him? Did you go light him up? Did you go handle business? No, you didn't. All you did was yell like a goofy. That's all you did. That is wild, dog. But you know what? When I see these comments, I either think of like kids, northerners that don't like me, or people that just don't like my energy. So it is what it is. It comes with the territory.
I'm the YouTube warden, bro. The YouTube yarden, right?
Facts.
I know all these full shits from day one.
Yeah.
People say, no, it was him opening his mouth. They told him to do something. He refused. Then they
Yeah.
told his celly to do something. He refused. So him and his celly went out there and fucking got off on the first fucking Norteño they saw, and that's where they rolled it up. So all that stuff that, no, man, he just got rolled. No, he refused.
Nah.
He-
And good for them, man. Just
Yeah, do your
leave
thing.
the shit.
Yeah.
Stop speaking up on us, man. Like, you know,
That's the
it's
issue.
That's
cool.
one thing that I'm sure he's learned too. They're not there.
I never spoke
They're
up
not
on those
there.
fools, never, till they started, you know, like dabble in our community in our society. Like,
Well, that's what kind
fuck?
of rubbed me the wrong way. I'm like, wait a minute, you fools are talking about all these homies, fools I know, fools I don't even care about. But you're
It's good drama, just
Yeah.
like the no jumper shit. It gets views, it gets them paid, and they're not going to stop until someone gets their ass living. I mean,
well,
kinda that's it.
I think what's the name of that? He's trying to humble himself right now. He's trying to come down, but eventually they'll get a couple.
oh, it's not working.
yeah.
That shit don't look good on him, fool. He
That's
should
the
have stuck to
problem.
his guns, but old boy that came out and put him on blast. I mean,
That fool
you
destroyed him,
can't
bro.
you can't
Yeah, yeah,
you
that-
know you can't deny that. You can't. The man's living that life. You're hearing it from the horse's mouth, damn near. You feel what I'm saying?
No, straight up, and that was the crazy part because before, oh, your shit can't stack up to mine, your shit, and then somebody who
But who even says that, dog?
Asshole.
Who says some shit like that? Like you don't.
you know what? Somebody who that's all
Dog,
they have.
you know those stripes that he claims, dog. I knew motherfuckers.
Those stripes are gone. When you go to the other side, they're gone. I saw people in the comments trying to make sense of it, right? They were trying to say, "Oh, well, he got more stripes than you." First of all, nobody knows my stripes unless you research me, right? You don't even know anything about me. And the only stripes you know about him is what he's told you. So unless you look at him like he's God, then why would you believe him? 99.9% of the people lie. And if you believe him, you must be a child because a grown man knows people lie. Right? And I've said this before. I'm not on the internet to tell you guys how tough I am. I'm here to entertain, have a good time, dog. I don't care about the rest. Now, Bozo, I could tell you, I was around when Bozo was doing music early on, and when all the rappers were Chicano rappers were doing their thing, he was one of the ones that was, with the bullshit. People be like, "Why you like Bozo fool?" Because I remember bumping his shit, knowing that he was one of the few that was with it back then. Then he went to prison for like 5, 6 years. Then he came home and went to prison again. You don't go to prison for being a nice guy, dog. You don't get shot for being a nice guy unless you standing at the wrong place at the wrong time. Straight up. But again, stop believing people that tell you guys who they are. Like, don't believe people when they be like, yeah, I got 10 bodies and, I did this, I did that. Why are they even trying to impress you with that? And I'm not talking about certain people. I'm talking about anyone, bro, including myself. Don't believe me. See, the difference is that I've put up newspaper articles. I've put up little clips. I've put up videos. And you still don't believe me. So I don't care. I don't care. Because I know a lot of these youngsters wouldn't survive in my time frame. And that's why you don't see Bozo explaining himself either. Like, yeah, I've done this. He tells you he went to prison and whatever is out there in the public eye, but is nobody going to really tell you, like, what they really got tucked away that they did, or what they didn't get caught for. But you do have guys that tell you they've done all this crazy prison time and they're like the craziest vatos on planet Earth, but yet they have no profile photo. Like, a wise man once said, on the internet, you could become anyone. Anyone. Chile gang, homie. Chile gang.
That 15 that had double that already.
Oh, let's rewind that.
James, dog. I knew motherfuckers at 15 that had double that already.
Facts.
Real shit.
no,
That's
I get
nothing to
that.
brag about,
No.
dog. Out here, dog, bodies and shit. That's overrated.
Yup.
Dog.
Yup.
We know
Yeah,
boogeymen out here, dog. Like
Yeah.
real life,
Oh no, when I hear that, I laugh too, bro.
that to me is like, who are you, way?
Yeah, yeah,
Fucking.
But no, he.
Fuck.
What I think
Jack the Ripper ass motherfucker. Hannibal Lecter ass motherfucker. Like, relax, bro. And the other poor Vato too, dog. They're telling him, "I'll show you your wife's text." And he's sitting there, dog, like,
that guy.
but why would you even put yourself in that conversation?
No, but he actually won that
won.
troll, bro. He actually won
He
that
did
troll.
win that troll, but he wanted to get exactly what he got out of it. All them views.
He wanted them to blow up, and he did, which was perfect. That's when he started
Yeah, he
calling
won that.
"Apestas,"
He won that.
this and that. And everybody's like, wait a minute, what? Fool, you
All three of them are.
That's what I'm saying. So how does he win? I don't get how he wins.
Well, he won because he exposed them for trying to act Mr. Righteous, Mr. This.
Yeah.
So it's in other words, hey, you like let's say I'm Leva, this fool. We know we're Leva, fool, and then we see you and you're over here talking about you fools are Leva. You're like,
Yeah.
motherfucker, you the same thing, fool. And that's what he exposed his game to. And then when that other fool came out and talked about him, all of a sudden the energy went like, oh, I respect that guy. I respect his thing. And well, you guys just don't know. It's always
To me, that whole little circle, dog, I've never witnessed shit like that in my life.
What the
that's what it is,
fuck?
bro.
That to me left me like, wait a minute.
That was crazy, right?
Like, wait, whoa, is this AI? Like, I couldn't put this shit, like, dog, it was comedy. Dog. It's like Saturday Night Live when they do the fucking skits, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, no mames, estos güeyes se pasan de verga. Like, they literally zoom, hey, we're gonna, like, come on, bro.
That's what
And
they-
no boys like this in the camera, like, fool, that fool is such a psychopath, dog, that he imagined himself talking to you in your face.
Oh, yeah.
He does the dance, fool. When you're around a big dog, fool, and the big dog, hey, wait, what the fuck's going on with you, little homie?
you're
Like, it, woo, 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 you know what I'm saying? The fool, he's in character mode, dog.
Yeah. It's I think that's all he's got, fool.
Fuck, dog.
So
that shit is
Hey, fool, being told that you're in character mode is wild, homie. Hey, listen, I found out early on that a lot of rappers are in character mode. You know, when the camera comes on, boom, they'll flip a switch. And when the camera goes off, they're back to normal. You know, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I couldn't tell you. You guys let me know down below, fool. At first, I thought it was a bad thing, like Like, damn, this fool really went from like being cool to now the cameras are on. Now he's like Mr. But I understood like that's how they make their money. That's how they get their bread. You know, that's how they that's how people perceive them. So they gotta continue that. So I don't think it's a bad thing, character mode, but that character mode is wild, bro. Like the whole, prison pinta thing when you know you're not. That one's wild, bro. Let's give this a few more minutes and let's get off with this video.
It's mind blowing.
That's what they keep pushing. But like I said, to me, if they would have, if especially him, he would have just kept doing his content, like good stuff. But
Yeah.
when you started crossing,
Should have wrote shit kickers, fool. Like the ones they passed on the joint, the legendary fucking double buckshot billion.
Exactly.
He's good at that
Yeah.
shit. I mean, he could have. Tell me he couldn't have.
Yeah, all that shit sounds
Yeah.
good except for
Yeah.
unless you know better.
Yeah.
Right.
Unless you know better. Then you're looking
there's
at it
a
like what
market
you were
for that
doing.
though. But there's a market
they
for that.
love it. They
That's
eat
what
it
I'm
up.
saying. He should just done that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? There's a lot of listen. I watch a lot of content, fool. That's like very dope, like insightful. Fools don't even show their face.
yeah, for sure.
Doctor and
All right, let's move on from there. All right, so check this out. Once again, bro, it goes back to the same thing. I think everybody liked that fool, right? Everybody liked him, bro. Everybody liked him until he started kicking it with the other guy. Once he started kicking with the other guy, it was sort of weird. And I think that's what people started to figure out, like, what's going on here. But look, let this be I don't want to say the last video because, look, I'm a content creator, bro. Later, a video pops up and I think it's good and I might react to it. So I don't want to say let this be the last one, but who cares about these guys already, bro? Like, yeah, they're going to make a video about me and call me Teletubby and call me all these tough names, but they're not going to do anything to me, bro. Like, they're going to say all these things that I'm this, I'm that, but they're not going to do anything. So I'm having fun. I'm enjoying the content. I'm reacting to the content. Never have I said I'm going to pull up on them and gang. I've never once said I'm going to pull up and handle business or this or that or he a bitch. I just done my content, bro. It is what it is. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys. No, I said that incorrectly. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. All right, make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe. Let's get to 75,000. We're at 73.5. We're almost there. Let's get to 75,000. That way, we only got a quarter from 100. Organic. All right. Salute to all the new watchers. We got Gangland Neem in the building today. And with that being said, salute to the OGs. Salute to the whole American Cholo podcast cast. And with that being said, we out. Catch you guys in the next one. Let's go.